So what's it like before the game starts? What is it like for these players when you know so much is at stake? Well, guess what? The dog pound is full right now tonight. We've got with us 3 dogs. But that was a group. Was it 3-dog night? All right, we got Aaron, Brandon, and Drew with us. Guys, let me start here first. For these players, at this moment, right now, is the moment bigger than the game for them? Like, do you get caught up in what everyone's talking about?
I think it starts with the leadership from the head coach. And I think Kirby Smart's been in a situation. He's been in championship teams with Alabama where he understands the schedule.
But do the players get it?
But it starts from the top down. If these players understand what's going on, if the coach understands, he can tell these guys, listen, this is what the schedule is going to be like. Today we're going to do media. Today we're going to do today's going to be a traveling day. Today we're going to focus on practice. So he understands what it takes during the week to get those guys ready, to make sure they understand. There's a lot. There's going to be a lot of media dragging them. There's going to be parents, family members.
Well, that's the thing I want to talk about.
Get us tickets, all that good stuff.
The distractions. Like, yes. What advice would you give to the friends and family of these players so the players can stay focused?
Well, I'll say the good thing about this is that they only have a week before this game starts, you know. When you talk about, like, NFL, Super Bowl, you get all of this time that leads up to it to get all these distractions in your face. They're in Athens. They're practicing right now. They don't have time for any of the distractions. The good thing is they don't have to travel far. It's in Atlanta. They're kind of used to it being, you know, just like another SEC game. So if they can kind of stay in that mindset, like Aaron said, you know, Kirby's doing a great job of keeping them focused. It's just another game. You know, treat it like an SEC game. You're in Atlanta. It's a road game.
But can you, I mean, are you reading what's going on the internet? Are you watching TV? Are you aware of how big this moment is?
Yeah, that comes with the territory. I mean, the magnitude of this game is what it is. It's the national championship game. Georgia has not played in it since 1982. But what Aaron was saying is Kirby trusts the process, right? He's going to normalize the entire week throughout. Okay, the players are going to do exactly what they've done leading up to this game that they did 13 times this season. And even
you guys keep coming back to Kirby.
The SEC championship game, it just goes to show Kirby Smart is a fantastic head coach. He proved his chops yet again last weekend during the Rose Bowl. And these guys know what's coming with the territory. It's the national championship game. They're reading their Twitter. They're on their Facebook. It'll be a home game. I saw that StubHub said 50% or 60% of ticket sales have been through Georgia-related affiliates. So Dog fans are going to be out in full force. Alabama's going to try to match it. It's just going to be an awesome atmosphere.
So Alabama, Georgia in Atlanta, you agree it's a home game?
I think it's a little bit of a home game. Obviously, it's a little bit better, say, if an Oklahoma was coming. If they had to travel that far, I'm sure whatever the other team was, whether it's in Alabama or Clemson, it would have been more heavily favored. But I think Alabama being only 2 hours away, obviously they have a very strong fan base that travels, that's willing to throw out $2,000 for a ticket just to get into the building, which is just incredible to see these prices right now. I think it's going to be maybe 55% Georgia fans in there. It's not going to be too much difference. I think it's going to be extremely loud both ways.
But does it feel, here's another question I have for you guys. Does it feel like a home game? Will it have the same feel for the players, the routine and everything else? And when you go into that stadium and you're facing Alabama, do you feel like, hey, they're on our turf?
No, I don't think it's a home game, honestly. I think it's neutral. I mean, you look at an Alabama team, they've been in the SEC championship year after year after year.
They weren't in it this year, though. Can't forget about that.
That's true, but if there's any environment that they feel comfortable in, it's being in a big environment in the SEC championship and the national championship in this environment like the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So for Georgia, it'll be kind of new, but at the same time, it'll kind of be even for both.
I think it'll be like a home game. Georgia played here a month ago. Yeah. They were going up against Auburn, who was the giant killers. They had beaten Georgia badly 3 weeks prior, beaten Alabama, who was a nationally undefeated team, a week prior, and they were ready for it. The fans were out in full force. Georgia knows exactly what locker room they're going to be in. They know exactly how the travel is going to be from the hotel to the stadium. It's normalized. These guys are ready to rock and roll, so I think Georgia holds the advantage in that respect.
Let me talk about life as a Bulldog, because once you're a Bulldog, you're always a Bulldog. Now, here's the story I have, and it'll be really quick. All right? It's just before Christmas. I got my boys at the mall. And there's this line wrapped around the mall 3 times. And I'm like, guys, we're not going to get to see Santa today. Then we go down, and there's 5 people online for Santa. You know who they were online for?
Aaron Murray.
Aaron Murray. So
it.
What will life be like for members of this team if they win this game? From this for the rest of their lives, if they are a member of the national championship Georgia Bulldog team, what is life like for them here in Georgia?
Speaking of Aaron, let me just say one thing. If they do win, I'm sorry, buddy, because that 11 jersey will never ever be associated with Aaron.
I would gladly give it to Frog because he's a special QB. But going back to your question, they will be forever loved. I mean, this fan base is incredible. They've been just dying for this opportunity to be in a national championship game. Like
well, they love you guys, right?
Yeah, they love everyone. But, I mean, you win a national championship. I mean, that just puts you on a different pedestal, a different stage. And they deserve it. This fan base definitely deserves it. All the tight games of 2012 when we were in the SEC championship, a chance to go to the national championship. So it's our time. And like I said, the fans
I like the way
will
he said
forever.
that. It's our time. You guys are still dogs, right?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Forever.
Absolutely.
Now, where are you going to watch the game?
I will be in Mercedes-Benz along with the rest of these guys, I'm sure. I mean, no matter the amount of money it costs, I mean, we haven't seen this in our lifetime. So for Georgia to be in the national championship,
You're going to the game.
I'm going.
You're going to the game.
I'll be there as well. There's no doubt. I missed out
dad's
on the
coaching.
Rose Bowl. Yeah, Dad's coaching. So hopefully they'll win, and I'll be on the sideline when that confetti's falling down, celebrating with my dad, which would be awesome.
Where are you going to be?
Yeah, I'll be on the field, hopefully on the field, having some fun, celebrating, and enjoying the whole day.
All right. And any advice for the players at this moment, having been on a big stage?
I would say relax and play fast. I mean, that's exactly what the coaches are going to tell them. Play fast and physical. Everything else will take care of itself. Look, the stage is going to be huge. The atmosphere is going to be amazing. Just enjoy it. Take it all in and understand where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, they played in a hostile environment last week in the Rose Bowl. You know, that could very well have been the same environment as a national championship. They showed up. They did what they have to do. Carry that momentum. Back home, there's no better place to do it here in Atlanta in front of everybody that you want. So just continue to do the same thing.
I love what both these guys said. I agree with everything. I just go out there and have fun. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Hopefully they'll continue to have success. I think Kirby's building a dynasty here at University of Georgia where they're going to continually to be in SEC championships, be in national championships, but just enjoy the moment. Take it all in, the pregame warm-up, the dog walk, all that. Just love every moment of it. But as soon as that whistle snaps, just get to work and like Drew said, play fast.
All right. Good stuff. Guys, thanks for coming in. I know everybody wants to talk to you this week. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vinnie.
And end scene.
Is that airing out tonight?
All right, so just chat amongst yourselves. We're just going to get like...
Oh, they're going to get some reaction. So, yeah, that day, because we were here probably like, 3 years or so. So we're starting to get acclimated. I understood how enormous college football was, but I didn't know that you're bigger than Santa. Think about it. I'm telling you, that day, there were 5 people online for Santa, and there were about 400 online to see you. I mean, it's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a Bulldog, but you also have to represent yourself well. I think all 3 of us have done a good job, not only on the field, but off the field, of being good people, giving back, getting out there in the community, doing that good stuff, which I think the people, the fans, they love that kind of stuff. Not that you're just like some football superstar they see on TV, but that you're just like everyone else, and you're willing to give back and really be appreciative of all the love and support you receive.